So I've taken the fridge apart. Today's fridge day. I want to get my milk in there so that it'll last, and some veggies, but I need to clean this thing out first and not worry about the fact that it's got an interesting rust motif. So let's get at it. Dig into this fridge. A lot of work just getting that clean. So cleaned out, not the bottom of course, that is just horrible. Anyways, this is cleaned out. I'm gonna be able to turn it on, get it cooling, and then start getting shelves clean. I made one mistake the other day in the basement. This drain now just pours into the basement because I cut one of the wrong pipes off. So it was in the way down here, just kind of going everywhere. I guess it's part of this. I don't know. Anyways, I'll have to fix that somehow. Good morning, everybody. It's a Sunday, and I'm going to be cleaning up the kitchen today. Maybe this afternoon I'll do a trip down into the basement. Maybe sooner than later, because this sink no longer drains into the drainage. I cut the drain pipe the other day getting through the basement. So I just have to redirect that to get that working again. And I want to clean this so that I can get rid of some of these flies. That means taking out this ceiling, finding what crap we have up there, and then putting the plastic up there. But I want to put plastic on the door here, plastic on these exits, so that we try and keep the dust and everything that's going to come falling down in this room. Alright, so I got 2 out of 3 windows open. These ones, they weren't too hard to open because I opened them the other day. But these are damn hard to open without breaking. Put the jack on and start jacking it up, and it ends up, it'll rip the rip the piece right off. So what I got to do is get the tension on that, and then once it's pushing up on that, I will start prying from the bottom. So one of the reasons I'm doing this is I'm still waiting for my afternoon call. I prefer not to be in the middle of the ceiling being ripped down and stuff flying all over the place, and my mask on when they call. So this is relatively clean. I have that locked in. That'll work better. relatively clean job, so I'll do this. Hopefully they'll phone before I'm done. Hopefully both will be soon. Whoa. I also have to hold it in there. No, this one's not budging. Okay. Let's have that straight in there. See if you guys can get in and take a better look. So that starts to bow up when I put the pressure on. No. But that pressure is only to help lift it. The real push has to come from the bottom. I need the crowbar for that. So, tension bows it a bit. Oh, did you catch that paint crack? I don't think I can do this one. There. Yeah. Well, there's some airflow. I don't know what that is. Well, let's move on to another project. Well, that ended up a very messy job. Looks like the one more ceiling left to come down in the kitchen, but I'll do that later on. But then I'll be able to clean up everything up there and make sure everything's looking good, and then put the drywall to it, which it should have once it's dried out and everything looks good. But extremely gungy today. I have 8 days left before I'm allowed off the property, and I still don't have a bathroom shower going. So I'm gonna prop something up here. So let's hope this works. I'm just making a little more space for my bed so I can bring my full bed in. So it really fills the room. Anyways, I'll have to do until I get the upstairs rooms cleared out enough to be a living space. So hammer drop. No mattresses, no oil. Pretty simple. Well, it's here a little early. I'm gonna have to do most of the loading myself. Kids are gonna get out of this one, but I was gonna redirect this chain here so that I could pull more directly down into the basement. But now, because directly from the basement, I can hook on to this huge bin. I can use that. I think I can get my winch hooked up. Things I did the other day, I probably mentioned, was I cut the plumbing drain from the kitchen sink, trying to get stuff out of the basement because it was in an awkward spot, and I wasn't in the mood to have it there, so I just cut it out and then realized, hey, I'm pouring stuff down into the basement, but it wasn't sewage, so that was okay. It was just water and a little soap. That actually exposed the fact that I have some cement patio stones down there in front of the old furnace, so I cleaned that off, and the water helped with that. And then I just went into the old plumbing shop And guess what? I had the piece of plumbing I needed in order to change this. So I've got the fittings. I got a coupling, a couple 90s, some 30s, and all I need to do is go get myself my glue and get the saw down there, clean it up a bit, and replace that drainage. And then I can get back to trying to pull my one thing out today, and then throw some of this stuff into the garbage bin. I've had absolutely no luck getting this out past the door, and it is probably too big for that space. And the chain here indicates that probably it was lowered straight down and in. I just have to pull these stairs to a vertical position and allow me that space, and then I will try it and pull that straight up. Try to do.
think that's a day's work.
What a long day pulling that thing out. That was crazy heavy. Awkward and everything else. Just as I was about to finish, I got a knock on my front door. It was Peter from across the street, from the Artisan Gallery. He makes fresh bread. This is still warm. I've just had my shower. Oh. I'm all cleaned off, ready to rest. And I'm gonna have the crust. And I'm gonna put it back in here so the flies don't get it. It's all mine. I'm gonna put some peanut butter on this if I don't find butter. But when I was at one of the restaurants, I scored these. So I do have some butter for the fresh bread that I didn't know I was gonna get. The way it crunched when I stole the first corner off. Amazing. Amazing crunch. God. Warm enough to melt the butter. Now, hear the crunch. Mmm. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Peter. 7 days, I'll be able to check it out. Me and the kids will go get some more of this.